Speaker to the commencement class. Mr. Carter gives the commencement address, and now I will return and give the floor to Congressman Carter.
What an incredible honor. What an incredible honor. Let me say thank you. Thank you. This is a great day for me as a proud graduate of Xavier University, but it's a great day. It's a wonderful day. It's an outstanding day for these incredible graduates. Xavier University class of 2023. Give them a big round of applause. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yes. Good afternoon, and thank you for this awesome opportunity to address you on this very, very special and important occasion. Xavier University is indeed a very, very special place. What an incredible honor it is for me to speak to you, this awesome, outstanding, talented graduating class of 2023. My alma mater, and soon to be yours. If we wish to serve God and love our neighbors well, we must manifest our joy in the service we render to Him and them. Let us open wide our hearts. It is joy which invites us. Press forward and fear nothing. Mother Catherine Drexel. These words were spoken by St. Catherine Drexel, and they're true today as they were when she first said them. Serve God, love thy neighbor, give service, press forward, and fear only God. Talented Xavier students, what will you do? What will you start? And what will your contribution be? Ladies and gentlemen, it's not about me, and it's not about you, it's about them. It's about them. This is their hour, this is their time. Let us give them what they've earned, the respect of your attention. Talented Xavier students, what will you do? What will you start? What will your contribution be? You see, living and taking up space is not enough. For whom much is given, much is required. You have been given tremendous opportunities, tremendous talents and blessings. Just being here at this historic institution is an incredible blessing, an incredible opportunity to use what you've learned to help make our world a better place. College graduation is a monumental step into the next phase of your lives. A phase that might include graduate school, medical school, law school, military service, or entry into the workforce. You leave here today with the world at your feet. Preparation second to none, and every possibility to pursue any and all of your dreams. Whatever your course, remember that with these possibilities come responsibilities. The responsibilities to our society, to work hard, to persevere despite adversity, to give back and to help others with your talents and skills, to be kind both to our family, our fellow citizens, and this earth, to move the world forward, to embrace the changes that progress brings, to challenge the wicked attempts to turn the clock backwards on progress. Pursue your dreams, persevere through adversity, and most of all, don't you quit. As you venture into this new phase of your life, you will undoubtedly be faced with challenges. Challenges that will sometimes make you want to quit or change your direction. But I'm here to tell you, my dear graduates, fear not obstacles. Fear neither change nor challenge. Fear not failure. For all successful people in every field of endeavor have experienced some form of obstacle, challenge, fear, or failure. And if you're like me, you've experienced them all. Rest if you must, but don't you quit. Allow me to briefly take you on a journey, one of pain and glory, success and failure, and success again. Life isn't easy. Life can be challenging. Life can be ugly. There could be pain and suffering. But trust me when I tell you, it's all worth it. It's all worth it. This incredible institution has been home for me for my entire life. First as a 7-year-old, when my mother, Eartha Flemings Carter, a recently divorced mom with 6 children, decided she would not quit, that she would attend Xavier University to pursue her bachelor's degree with 6 small children in tow. I was 7 and I was the youngest. My mother didn't quit. My mother believed. My mother made huge sacrifices like your mothers, like your grandmothers, like your fathers, like your aunts, your uncles, like the people who are at Xavier University. Look to the audience and give them a round of applause. Because no one does anything alone. As bad as we might want to think we are, ain't none of us that bad. We're all the product of somebody helping us. For my mom, there were many obstacles, great fear of failure, challenges beyond comprehension, temptation to quit or to take an easier path, or to simply fall into the status quo. But she did not quit. Quite the opposite. She went on to get her bachelor's degree and a master's degree and ultimately retired as a school teacher and administrator in the Orleans Parish school system after 40 years of faithful service. My mother is still with us today. She's 89 years old and she never passes the opportunity to talk about this incredible institution that gave her an opportunity where many didn't see one. That institution is still here today, giving you that same opportunity, giving all of us that same opportunity. Relish, grip, and love this place. Remember the years that you've spent together, the fraternities and sororities that you may have joined, student government association, all-nighters preparing for senior comprehensives, getting ready, getting ready. Remember, Xavier University is that place of comfort, of academic excellence. And you too, when you leave here, will speak of the love as my mother does to this day, as I do to this day. So many of you will too, because you, my friends, are walking out of here with a piece of history and a piece of knowledge that no one can ever take away. My mom taught us several crucial lessons as we grew, which are related to you here today: to persevere, to work hard, and to make lifelong commitments, and pledge to give back and to never quit. To never give up and to pursue your dreams no matter how hard the road may be. To trust God and trust yourselves. Successful people always look like they've always been successful. like it all just came together overnight, that somehow they're special, that somehow they're different from most of us, and therefore that's how they're able to achieve. That maybe they had a silver spoon or a lineage that made success imminent for them. Well, doesn't always happen that way. And for me, it surely did not. Since my mother's graduation, we've had a long line of Xavier graduates, siblings, nieces, nephews, cousins, and soon my very own son, Troy Jr. I arrived at Xavier University in the fall of 1986. Kind of decent grades, but certainly nothing to write home about. I didn't get really serious about college until after my sophomore year, but I was always active in the community, my fraternity, and student government association, and working in the Gertown community just across the street, or just on this side of the street. I love this school. I love everything it stands for. I love the faculty, the staff. See, I was mentioning earlier that where we stand now used to be Mercedes Hall. Somebody remembers that. Mercedes Hall was a temporary building that lasted about 30 years. And then just across the street, behind St. Mike's dorm, there was DePorres Hall, a temporary building that lasted about 30 or so years. And then right where the Student Center sits, there was an old metal shack where John Scott produced some of his absolute best art. Somebody ought to remember some of this, because that's the history of this great institution and the great people that have served. They just don't make it like that anymore. A very special place indeed. I'm here because I was fortunate to receive the love and care and the nurturing and the lifelong relationships that you will enjoy. Because trust me when I tell you, you will be traveling from here to Africa, Europe and back, and you will look at someone in the airport and you may not remember their name, but you will know that's a Xavier, right? That's a Xavier, right? It's the twinkle in your eye. It's the success in your step. It's the glide in your stride that determines that you are in fact special, not better than anybody else, but not least than anybody else, but more importantly, you are contributing to our society, because that's what Xavier University instills in its students. Upon graduation of Xavier University, I was awarded an Alfred P. Sloan Fellowship to attend graduate school. Very excited. Had multiple schools that were part of the Alfred P. Sloan family that I had a full fellowship to do my graduate studies. But then I got this great opportunity. I got an opportunity to go and work for someone that was chair of the political science department when I first got to Xavier University. Sidney Bartholomew had just been elected mayor of the city of New Orleans. Dr. Al Stokes, who was my mentor, my friend, my big brother, my father, and my guidance counselor, went to work with Sidney Bartholomew and soon found myself tagging along. It gave me the opportunity to use the leadership skills that I honed here at Xavier University. At the age of 22, I accepted a job with then Mayor of New Orleans, Sidney J. Bartholomew. Under his leadership, I began my political career. Now stay with me on this, because this is going to get funny. My annual salary was $14,500 a year. Man, I was walking out of Xavier with a degree. I know it was worth more than that. But I was the top of the world. Mind you, most of my friends were making significantly more money, were off to medical school, law school, or entered the workforce. But for me, this $14,000 was $1 million. Because I was doing exactly what I wanted to do. I later went back and finished my master's and continued my academic experience, but not before taking advantage of the opportunity to do exactly what I want to do with my life. I was chasing my dream. I later ran for and got elected to Louisiana House of Representatives becoming the first African American, one of the youngest members ever to serve in the Louisiana House of Representatives. Then I ran for and got elected to the New Orleans City Council, once again becoming the first African American to be elected to this seat. After serving 2 terms, 8 years on the New Orleans City Council, I prepared my entire life for and ran for mayor of the city of New Orleans in 2002. But I lost. I did everything right. After spending my entire life preparing for it, I lost. Had no clue. I did everything right. I had a beautiful wife and 1.5 children. I had my second son on the way. I had $1 million in the bank. I had a stellar record. I had a reputation, a record to defend, but I lost. See, sometimes we come and we speak at graduations and we only talk about our success. So you don't see the fact that we failed. We fall down, but we get back up. Stay with me, because I got up. 2 years later, I ran for Congress. I was ready, I was prepared, I had it all together. But guess what? I lost. I lost, but I didn't quit. I ran for Congress again. And guess what? Damn it, I lost. Darn it. Remember what I said about obstacles, challenges, fears, and failures? But guess what? I didn't quit. But whew, I cried. I prayed. I modified my plans. I readjusted my priorities. But I kept it moving. Remember, life is an ever-changing mosaic. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid to fail. Embrace change, embrace challenge, embrace success. Chase it, get it, and then share your formula. Because your blessings that you have were not given to you just for you. These degrees that are your ticket to success and future and comfort are blessings that are given to you to share with mankind, because somebody somewhere wishes they can be sitting where you are. So you got to know what you got. You got to know your value. You got to know who you are, and you got to know whose you are. I spent the next 13 years building my businesses, raising my children, chaperoning field trips, volunteering for many boards and commissions, continuing my civic and community passions, albeit not as an elected official, but as a private citizen. I was living and enjoying a very fulfilling and successful life, but still not professionally doing what I really wanted to do with my life. I never gave up. I never quit. I never stopped believing. I took a rest, but I didn't quit. For obstacles, fear challenges, fear no failures. Fear no obstacles, fear no challenges. Stand up, look them straight in the face, eye them down and say, I will not quit. I'm reminded of one of my favorite poems. When things go wrong, and they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must. But Xavier graduates, don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometime learns. And many a fellow turns about when he might have won had he just stuck it out. Don't give up though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems. To a faint and faltering man, often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. And he learned too late when the night came down how close he was to that golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. You never know how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. I've been blessed to have many really cool titles. Special Assistant to the Mayor, State Representative, New Orleans City Councilman, State Senator, Business Owner, and today, after many obstacles, challenges, failures, and fears, and yes, 2 times running for United States Congress. But yes, on my 3rd run, I won. So today I proudly stand here before you as an elected member of the United States Congress, one of 435 in the entire United States, the only African American, the only Democrat in this entire state of Louisiana. Second Vice Chair of the Congressional Black Caucus and a regional whip for 7 states in our union. Why do I say that? Not because I brag. I say that because you needed to see all the obstacles, all the things I failed, all the things I did wrong. How many times I had to use that big eraser on my pencil, because that's what erasers are for. To make up for mistakes, but to know if you never quit, you never give up, your dream is yours and it can never be taken away. But you've got to believe. You've got to believe, and you've got to work hard, and you've got to get up no matter how hard you're hit. You've got to get up no matter how many people tell you, you can't do that, girl. Why do you think you can do that? Man, you can't do that. Don't you know you're poor and black? Hey, girl, you can't do that. Don't you know you came from a family where your mother and father weren't together? Boy, you can't do that. Remember how poorly you did in high school? Throw it away. Let no one tell you what you cannot do. Prove them wrong. Tell them my congressman told me he failed a whole lot of times. And none of us are perfect. And God never got around to making any one of us any better than anybody else. I embraced the fact that life is ever changing. I wasn't afraid of change. I didn't quit. I overcame failure. I went around obstacles. I met the challenge and overcame it. And if you choose to embrace that challenge, life sends you and overcome the obstacles that will ultimately shape you into the outstanding people that you are and will continue to grow into, you too will achieve whatever that goal may be. And only you may know. But I will tell you this. If your goals, if your dreams don't scare you, you aren't dreaming big enough. If your goals and your dreams don't make somebody laugh and say, you can't do that, you aren't dreaming big enough. Push yourself. Push the envelope. You will find no better base of support and education than what you've gained here at Xavier University. Move the world forward and embrace the change and progress that it brings. And overcome the failures that often attempt to block dreams and that lead you to your destiny. There will be lots of people who will say, who do you think you are? You think you're this, and you think you that. Well, let me tell you today, you're all that, and a bag of chips. Your generation has witnessed transformation, the likes which have never been seen in prior generations. Technology has truly put the world on the fast track of change, and it's up to you to embrace the challenges. the advancements, and to use them to move the world forward. This ever-changing world is filled with so much uncertainty, and your generation has an incredible opportunity to chart a better course for our world. You must fight bigotry, racism, sexism, and the pure hatred that is on the rise in our country. While you're charting your course and shaping the way society evolves, I ask you to keep a few things in mind. Have a spirit of inclusion. When you are shaping the future, shape into it good, love, respect. Embrace diversity, inclusion, and equality. Regardless of your party affiliation, your race, your religion, your creed, none of that matters. You see, God created one race of people, and we fools created the rest. God created a human race. And we've got to learn to love what God made, and I'm here to tell you, God ain't make no trash. Be kind to this earth, we only have one. Move this world in a direction that best sustains our environment. Be kind to each other. Talk more to each other and less about each other. And last but not least, give back. To whom much is given, much is required. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? As you build your future, build good, build character, build love into this world. Give back to communities and live your life in a way that encourages others to do well. Pay it forward. Help someone that you don't even know and tell no one of it. Do good things. Do good things and continue your blessings. Thank those who help you along the way. None of us have done anything alone. We're all products of someone's kindness and someone's prayers. And I will tell you that I am the product of a lot of prayers. I'm the product of a lot of forgiveness. My mother worked hard and she made incredible sacrifices, as your parents do. Be that next generation of people who make sacrifices for others, not just yourselves. Have your nice home, have your nice car, have your nice things. But somebody's going to bed hungry tonight. And we have a responsibility to feed them. Yes, your blessings are not just yours. Your blessings are given to you to share with others. You are our next leaders. So remember, life is not a spectator sport. You must participate. You have to live out loud. So go forth and go forth boldly. Make your mark on this world. The future is bright because of you. Proud 2023 Xavier University graduates, I know you will do great things. I'll leave you with the words of Dr. Benjamin E. Mays. I have just 1 minute. Only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it. But it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it. Give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute. But eternity is all wrapped up in it. Use your minute wisely. Love, stand together, protect each other, respect each other, and go forth and change this world. God bless you all, Xavier University graduates. God bless you.